Welcome to another episode of Q-Tips with your boy Q Banks. On this video, I'm going to be talking about trading goals and the steps needed towards becoming financially free. All right. So remember, this video is pretty much based off like my perspective on things, how I would actually go about things, and how I actually went about things. Somebody else might have their own way. I don't really care, honestly. But at the same time, like, just understand that this is all my perspective on this entire thing. Okay. So trading goals. So at the end of the day, education is key. You know what I'm saying? So like, make sure you are pretty much being educated on becoming a self-sufficient trader at the same time, because that's the most important thing. And once you have that, you pretty much get like a nice guideline as to, you know, accomplishing all these goals and everything inside your trading journey. Because without that, you're not gonna, you know, be as profitable as you think, or as quick. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like taking the SATs and not have any kind of prep. You know, it's like literally a person that's coming off the street and just taking SATs without no kind of prep at all. You gotta have, you know, that backing, that you know, that, let's say, that conditioning before you actually hop into the live markets to, you know, make the kind of profits that you plan on making. Okay, so first thing, how do you want to live? You know what I'm saying? Like, this goes with this entire thing. How do you want to live? That's major, because some people actually have the misconception that, like, you know, every trader has to have a supercar. Every trader has to have designer this and designer that, this and that, blah blah blah. Some people are not into that. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just not into crazy ass clothes. Like, I mean, I love my cars, I love my house and everything else like that, but I don't really give a fuck about clothes all too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feed my passion with like my trading. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you have to figure out first. Like, how do you want to live? Do you want to have that, let's say, be that person that is always traveling and is a minimalist? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's more than possible. That's dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You're still, you know, feeding that passion of yours in a different kind of way. There's people that love cars and luxury. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, love the watches, big cars, this and that, and also trade. You know, and there's the people that just relax and chill with their income. You know what I'm saying? They're not really materialistic all too much, but at the same time, they have a shit ton of money out of the bank, just chilling. You know, just stacking up based off of how they're actually trading. You know, and I think I'm like a little bit of all of those, but at the same time, like, you know, you got to figure out, what do you want? Like, how do you want to live? You know, what's like your lifestyle like? You know, so like, I kind of figured that out early. Like, I was been into cars, so that's what I'm pretty much feeding my passion with. All right. And that brings you to, you know, then figuring out, like, do you want to make this like your main income or your side income? You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out all this stuff before you could actually figure out, like, you know, what kind of goals do I want to trade in? Because if it's like your main income, yeah, you're going to be a bit more stressed. But at the same time, I feel like making it like a side income first, while having a job, is the most smartest thing, because you could actually not depend so much on having to make profit just to pay those next month bills, compared to having a job and pretty much, you know, making side income here and there, and then still being appreciative of the kind of profits that you're taking in, and not be so greedy on the charts. You know what I'm saying? For example, let's say a person is making $600 every 2 weeks, but they just made $300 on the charts in one day. You know what I'm saying? More than likely, they're not gonna try to over trade out too much, because they're gonna hit that benchmark for that $600 for those 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Versus the person that doesn't have a job, they're gonna just try to make more profits, and probably end up over trading, and then probably lose all the profits by the time it comes that next month that those bills are actually due. So like, that's very important, because even like when I was working at Target, I was getting paid probably $300 every 2 weeks, working 2 something, 300. So if I made a couple $100 in one day, I was good. You know what I'm saying? But over time, as I became more consistent, you know, I try to hit $200 for 3, 4, 5 days. You know what I'm saying? And then $300 that following week, and then so on and so on and so on. So it's like, me being able to hit $200, it added up. So by the time that pay time came, you know, that was just literally like play money at that point. You know what I'm saying? So like, trying to figure out like, how do you want to live, and pretty much the method I'm going about it is the most important thing, because You don't want to rush the process of trying to become consistent too fast, or not understanding what you're looking at. You got to pretty much be clear as to what you're looking at, how you're looking at it, and why you're looking at it a certain kind of way. So you don't have to stress so much on having to make profit that month. You know what I'm saying? If you have a job. All right, so having a job is literally like a safety net for a little while, until you actually are consistent enough to actually then make all of your income based off of your trading. And that also helped me with not being able to be on the charts all day. Like, being on the charts all day is probably like one of the best and worst things, because you're looking at the charts 24/7, trying to find setups, trying to find opportunities, and at times it could hurt you because you're trying to like find something so bad that you're forcing yourself, versus actually having a job. You kind of take a step back. You know what I'm saying? You're at work for a couple hours and then come back. So by the time that you're back now, your setup probably started to play out, and then you can pretty much be a part of it. But if you're just at home all day looking at charts all day, you're not gonna have the mindset to pretty much be able to see the setup clear as day, because you're trying to force it now, because you think that just because you chose to be on the charts at that point in time, a setup has to happen. That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? So trying to figure that part out is the most important thing. Having a job is not bad at all when you're starting to trade, because it gives you that separation from the chart, which is very important. And then even if, like, let's say you blow your account, all right? Having a job, you have that backup. You know what I'm saying? So like a person that doesn't have a job, they're depending on that one account balance to make it all. They're trying to bring that $100 to fucking $20,000 plus. Like, that's the kind of things that I get in my inbox. I have $100. I'm trying to build it to $10,000. I'm like, all right, cool. It's more than possible. Technically, it's more than possible, based off of pips and so on and lot sizes. It's more than possible to build $100 to $100,000. It's more than possible. But all that takes is a lot of fucking skill, a lot of consistency, and it's a lot of discipline. You know what I'm saying? So like, having to slowly build up all of those factors is the most important thing. So having your mindset on how you want to live and so on, that plays a part in how much income you plan on taking in, and how much income on the charts satisfies you. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that say, all right, Q, you made let's say 20,000 in 1 week. Oh God, like I took those same trades and I only made like 800 or even like 400. I'm like, okay, cool. Back a couple years ago, like, that was my goal. Shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's having the mindset that eventually you'll get to that point that profits will come in. Also, the money will come. That's not even an issue. The education and your understanding of the charts is the most important thing, because that is what makes you make that income in the future. If you can't get that clarity and understanding at an early point in your foundation, you're gonna be fucked for the future. You know what I'm saying? And all those big profit goals are not gonna be possible. So it's really good to just try to focus on that foundation and trying to get everything as secure as possible, just so when you get to that point later on in the future, you're more comfortable with your profits. You can make more profits with bigger lot sizes and not have to be inside the markets as much. So that's like some of the biggest things. And also reward yourself along the way. You know what I'm saying? Don't be the person that just builds an account just to fucking build an account. Reward yourself, make withdrawals, invest in how you're living currently. Like my first withdrawal, my first big withdrawal, I bought an Apple MacBook Pro 2013, and then that's what I was trading on it, for a couple years. And that's what helped me know that, all right, cool, damn, this shit is real. This is pretty much something that I bought based off of like my efforts in the markets. And that helped me see a lot of things clearer, and it made me want to actually withdraw more. And just be more disciplined as to how many pips I'm catching, how much I'm putting my lot size at, everything else, because I had to be satisfied and slowly build up that account balance over time, or even like that bank account, so pretty much I could invest more in the future and not be so eager to just make $20,000 in 1 week. Eventually I know it'll come, because trust me, I have people that I look up to when it comes to trading that's fucking making $1 million plus a week. You know what I'm saying? So it makes my profits look small, but I don't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? I look at it as like, in my journey, that's going to eventually get to that point. But right now I'm good with where I'm at, but I gotta just keep on building like my discipline, my lot sizes, my clarity, and then eventually I'll get to that point. You know what I'm saying? So don't stress it, it'll come. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this video helped y'all out, and I'm gonna see y'all on another episode of Q-Tips. Peace out.